YouTube, what it do? You are now rocking with your favorite online fitness coach, Coach Perk from athleticallybuilt.com, where we help you to become athletically built within 12 weeks. And I'm coming back at you with another video. And today's topic is the best macro splits for building muscle and burning fat. So lock in, stay tuned, and I'll see you on the other side. Wait, before we get started with the video, go ahead, show your coach some love, show the channel some love, and hit that subscribe button so every time I drop a video, you get notified. All right, let's dive in. First, let's start with defining what are macros. Macros are the three main nutrients that you eat the most that give you the most amount of energy, which are your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. Before we set your macros, we need to find out what your TDEE is, which stands for your Total Daily Energy Expenditure, which is just a scientific word for your maintenance calories. There are tons of ways to find out what your TDEE is. So to make it easy on you, I'm gonna put a link in the description down below to a calculator. So all you have to do is answer a few questions, and it will give you an estimated number of calories that you burn every single day. The key word here is estimate. So you might have to play with the numbers a little bit, but they should be extremely close to what they should be. Next, you need to pick a goal. Are you gonna cut or are you gonna bulk first? If you're not sure which one you should do first, watch this video so you can have a better idea of which one to do first and why. Now that you figured out what your TDEE is and your goal, it's time to set your macros. Starting with macros for cutting. Since you're cutting, you need to be in a caloric deficit, which means that you should eat less calories than what your body actually needs. You should aim to lose 0.5 to 1.5 pounds per week. So make sure not to cut too fast, because although you will be burning fat, if you cut too fast, you will be burning muscle as well. Now, it's time to start setting your macros. The first and most important macro we should start with is protein, the holy grail of muscle building. You should aim to get 1 to 1.4 grams of protein per lean body mass. During a cut, you want to keep your protein high so that you're not burning through the muscle that you built so far. So it's best that you stay closer to the 1.4 grams of protein. Once you've calculated your protein intake, now it's time to figure out what your fat intake is. Fat is a super important macronutrient, especially during a cut. So you don't want to go too low. You should aim to get 25 to 30% of your caloric intake. Now that we got our proteins and our fats figured out, let's take a look at our carbs. And to put it plain and simple, carbs will fill out the rest of your calories. And there you go, you have your macros for cutting. Another thing, as your body continues to change, you eventually plateau at some point. So if the fat loss process is stalled, you should either A, drop your calories a little bit lower, or B, increase your cardio to continue to lose that fat. Now, on the bulking macros. As you already know, in order to gain weight, you need to be in a caloric surplus, so you need to eat more calories than what your body needs to survive. You don't want to gain weight too fast because you will end up getting fat. A safe weight to aim for is to gain 0.5 to 1 pound per week. And if you're a super skinny guy, you should aim to gain 1.5 to 2 pounds per week. And once again, it's time to set your macros, starting with protein. While bulking, you don't need your protein as high as you would during a cut, so it's best that you get 1 gram of protein per lean body mass. For your fats, you can bring them a bit lower because you will be eating a lot more calories, so you should aim to get 15 to 25% of your caloric intake. And as we did with our cutting macros, let your carbs fill out the rest of your calories. If you're bulking and you find that you reach a plateau, then you should increase your calories only slightly to continue your weight gain. Alright guys, thank you for making it to the end of the video. As always, leave a comment down below, let me know what your biggest takeaway is, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.